miss you.
I miss you too. I miss having my best friend around all the time. I wish you were on leave more often.
I do too. I wish I could be here for you.
You need to be here for me. I'm splendid. Always splendid.
Yeah, and I'm the Easter Bunny. Come on, Tess. I know you. You're not okay. And you know how I feel about facial hair on women. It just shouldn't happen.
See? You only think you need to be here to correct my inadequacies.
Don't try to change the subject. Tell me what's going on. You're not over it, are you?
No, I'm not.
Then why did you just tell me you were?
I didn't want you to feel like you had to stay here just for me, Nick.
But really, I don't mind.
We're in Italy,
Tess,
and we're standing inside the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
and we're racing to the top.
But then it starts to lean more and more.
So, we run.
Do you think they know it was us?
I don't know, Tess.
We never did go to Italy, did we?
So, what triggered it this time?
I was cleaning out my desk and I read that stupid letter you made me write to let out all my feelings.
So, you read it.
Of course I read it. Those feelings rushed right back. I've come so far, you know, and I don't know why I allow myself to have all these setbacks.
Well, how do you feel now?
Incredibly overwhelmed. I feel like I've run a mile on a moving platform going the other direction.
Just stop running.
I still feel so guilty, Nick. I can't stand it.
Stop it, Tess. This wasn't your fault. When are you gonna stop blaming yourself?
I don't blame myself for what happened, Nick. I blame myself for not stopping it when I had the chance.
It's the same thing.
It isn't. What don't I see, Nick? What else am I missing? What else do I let slide when I should be stepping up?
Trust.
What?
You trust me.
With my life.
But you don't trust yourself with your life. You don't trust yourself to be able to identify when something needs interference. You're still blaming yourself because you feel like you betrayed yourself. You don't think what happened is your fault. What you're blaming yourself for is not keeping it from happening when you thought you could. But Tess, it's the same thing.
So what? The magic fix is just trust myself, Nick? Yeah, pretty trite stuff. How the hell do I do that?
I can't help you there. You're gonna have to figure that one out on your own.
So we're in Brazil.
And we're standing on top of a cliff.
I want to jump, but you're afraid I'll crack my skull open.
Well, you're not exactly Evel Knievel.
But I take your hand and I count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
And we jump off the cliff.
We never did jump off a cliff. We always said we were going to go on all these grand adventures, but we joined the military and we just stayed on solid ground. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I see this incredibly strong, beautiful woman. I look at her and I think, wow, she's a fighter. You know, she can do anything. I see her and I wonder why her eyes still sparkle. I wonder how they still sparkle, but I know she's gonna take on the world someday. That girl in the mirror is gonna take on the world.
Tess, you're gonna get through this.
How can you see strength when you look at me?
How can I not?
I'm so sorry, Nick.
Tess, this wasn't your fault. I would have gone anyways, and you know that. There's nothing you could have done. You hear me? Absolutely nothing.
I had a bad feeling about it all along, Nick, and I just kept it to myself. How could you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. Tess, it's done. It's over with. I went on tour, and I would have, even if you tried to stop me.
No. I could have stopped you. I needed to stop you, Nick.
Look at me. Look at me. You told me yourself you could get through this. You need to stay strong. For me.
Just tell me how to keep going. Please, just tell me how to make it.
Tomorrow's gonna come, Tess. All you can do is face it.
It's gonna be okay, right?
Yeah. No question. You're a fighter. You can survive anything.
You're my very best friend.
You're mine too.
I miss you. The new topic. We're in Australia. And we're being chased by kangaroos.
So, we run away. Faster and faster.
But then we realized we can't outrun these kangaroos.
So, I turn around, and I try to fight him off.
But it kicks you in the face, so I wrestle it to the ground. No. We never did go to Australia. You don't have to keep asking. I'm splendid. Always splendid.